Hello and welcome to this video. Today I'm going to be breaking down the posture tree pose. So this is going to be our peak pose in my in-person classes coming up this next week here in Reno, Nevada. But I wanted to do a video to really break down this posture and maybe make it a little bit less intimidating for anyone that's just starting to incorporate balancing poses into their practice. This is a really fun one. I like it a lot because of the symbolism of kind of roots coming out of the feet and then the arms growing into branches. But I'm going to break this down, kind of working my way up the body so you feel really strong in this pose. So to get started, we're going to find a really strong stance. So for me, I like to have my feet right under my hips, and then they're really like a number 11. So the outside blade of the feet are parallel to each other. So it might even feel like you're bringing your toes in a little bit to find that parallel position. And then lift your toes up to feel the ball of the foot beneath the big toe, and then the ball of the foot under the pinky toes and the heel. So you're making a little triangle with the foot. You should feel all three of those spots rooted into the earth, and then place the toes back onto your mat or onto the earth. So we want to stay rooted equally through the bottoms of our feet. And then from there, we should feel this strength coming up the legs. So really engaging through the quads. This doesn't mean that we're locking out our knees. So you can have a soft bend in the knees. And that's also going to help just with breathing. So we're not locking the knees, but we are engaged in the quads. From there, we have a slight tuck of the tailbone, so nice and long in the spine, really broad across the collarbones. For me, even doing a big shoulder roll is really helpful to find that nice, tall posture and position. And then in any balancing pose, we want to find a drishti, and this is our point of focus where we're looking. And so sometimes it's just going to be something in front of you. You want to pick something that is still, so not moving necessarily. So if you're watching this video, I mean, focusing on me is great so you can see what the posture looks like, but maybe find something around your screen that is still. And then it can either be, maybe 4 to 5 feet in front of you on the earth, or you can really lift your gaze and find something at eye level as well. So to start, I always find it comfortable to have my hands in a prayer position. And then we're going to lift the right leg. So really bringing the weight of our body into our left leg. Now, this isn't a huge shift. It's very, very subtle, but we're just really planting the left leg into the earth. And then to start, we can just kickstand the right leg. So here our toes are still on the earth. The heel is pressing against the calf right above the ankle, and we're opening up the knee to really open the hips here. So this is really the first option when it comes to tree pose. So you can stay here and really practice the balance. What I love about the kickstand posture is that you can also play with just lifting the foot a little bit off the earth, and then you're still close enough if you're feeling like you're losing balance to bring the foot back down. If this is feeling comfortable for you, you can then start to lift the foot up and bring it onto the calf muscle. Again, you're still close to the earth, but it is a little more challenging. So you're going to likely start feeling your standing leg really waking up. Maybe even there's a little bit of kind of wavering here. And those are all of the tiny muscles in the foot really waking up and trying to find this balancing posture. We want to make sure we're still engaged through both legs, not just the standing leg. Your glutes are going to be engaged as well as your core. Your core is key here to staying balanced in your tree position. And then the final option for your legs would be to grab your foot and actually bring it to the inside of your thigh. So here, the hip is open, so our knee is facing out to the side, and we're pressing the foot into our standing leg. And so again, both legs are very much engaged here. our standing leg is pressing back into our foot is pressing into our leg. And then again, breathe here. Now, what a lot of people often think in these balancing postures is that there's a more advanced way to do this. And I really don't like that phrase in yoga because really you're just focusing on your balance and your breathing. So, regardless if your foot is kickstand, it's on your calf, or it's all the way up onto your thigh, all of those are tree pose. So make sure you're listening to your body and exactly what it's asking for today as you go into it. And sometimes you might want to work your way all the way up your leg, and then other times maybe you just want to grab the ankle and come right into your tree pose. Now, the final piece of tree is the arms. And so, regardless of where your leg is at, you can play with the arms. And so, oftentimes, you'll see yogis, we grow our branches out to the side. I think my video is going to cut off my hands here at the top, but you have options. And so, oftentimes, kind of open and wide. And then, if you're really feeling balanced, you may even want to sway your branches, bringing a little more movement into the arms. Really, your hands can be anywhere. And then again, of course, if you fall out of a balancing pose, that's okay. That's just part of yoga, it's part of being human. For me, one of my rules that I made for myself a long time ago was that I would always smile and laugh if I fall out of a pose. So I'm not taking myself too seriously. And then you take a breath and come back into the posture. So I hope this has been a really helpful breakdown. I'll be posting more of these videos in the future, in these coming weeks, really going into some of these peak postures, breaking them down, moving all the way up and down the body and how it should feel. If you have any questions about this posture, please leave a comment. I'm happy to share more information, or maybe if there's something that I missed, and I would happy to give you that information. Please subscribe, like, share, comment, and I hope to see you back here soon. Thank you.